banger right off rip here with P1 being Blackheart. Super close quarters, going to see a couple extra subs being pulled out typically here. Sepper obviously getting there with the sub, the Dravik, getting some shots on his teammates before we kind of see this clear out for the side of New York SubPar. See a final fight coming down here. Nade's being thrown out by Sid. He's going to get some reinforcements here towards that front side, eventually going to fall. But Semper's there to pick up his trade as he's going to fall. We're going to see this trade going out. 1 point on the board so far. Hard point about halfway done.
Yeah, halfway through this hard point, and we've just seen a big old contest fest coming down. Trades come back and forth all the time here on this P1. New York, though, looking to secure. Potentially some of this time we see Sid getting active over on the outer steps, looking to get a couple more kills here. We're making the rotate over towards P2 now. That's going to allow LEG to flood the P1 here with a couple of different bodies, reclaim some of this time, and they're going to be looking to potentially push through the front, but it looks like Tej, number 1 here, wrapping through the back, is going to win one big gunfight. Crane looking for the second player, but Simpri is able to get a big 2. Is Dan going to be able to follow this up? He is, and that should... No, probably not actually secure spawns for LAG. It looks like they're spawning out, so we're going to continue to see a little bit of back and forth here on the P2.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird one here. I don't know that I've ever seen a P1 before where we don't see like a clean 3 or 4 dead. Constant contest the entire time. I think we only saw like umpteen number of points scored the entire time between both teams. P2's kind of been that way too. LAG is here in control. They've been in control the majority of the time here. They got these players pushed up through P1. They're starting to layer out here towards this crane side as well. We're going to start to see rotations roll through here probably in the next 5 or 6 seconds or so as we start to see some kills rolling in. New York SubPar are going to give up the rest of the time. They're going to be down by, about a hill's worth here, but this is definitely the hill they can make it back up on. They know the side of LAG are going to be coming through the front. Is going to spot at least 1 player here. We'll see what trades come through. Side of LAG able to pick up 2. Can they make it 3 as they start to rotation? They're going to start flooding this hill. Semper able to pick up 1. Able to pick up 2. Win that for his team. Still maintaining spawns to the side of New York SubPar. Good start to the side of the P3.
Yeah, Red here hitting the pinch from square is able to get 3. That's going to leave Simpri, I guess, technically left up here alone. He's able to get 1. He's slide shelling for the second, and this man is a 2-piece machine on a 5 spree right now. Fred once again hitting through square, but the New York SubPar are going to secure the first 30 seconds of this time, and now we see LAG looking to fight through the front of the hill. Little contest coming down, but Dime's able to get 2 to push those players up off the stairs, and they're going to have to start to think about the rotations now. Currently, it looks like the P4 side is only covered by Dan right now, but looks like Fred does spawn up with him, but Simpri is looking to get active. He's already got the Hellstorm in his back pocket as well. Is going to pick up another player here on time. There's one more player, Crane, that he's got to be able to find. It looks like his teammates are able to secure that, so solid P3 time there for the side of New York SubPar, and they're here on rotation for the P4 as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing exactly what they need to get themselves back into this game. Lead change here on this P4. New York SubPar. We do have Semper. He still hasn't fallen, and right as I say it, he's going to go ahead and fall there. So he'll be able to pick up 1 on his own. He's got a Hellstorm too, so that's going to be at least 2 out of the side of New York SubPar, expanding their lead here. They're starting to do this kind of Blackheart thing where we see hills just start to climb for people. They start to put them together, start to build themselves a big lead. Side of LAG, they do have a numbers advantage here towards the front. Can they make anything worth it? And that's going to be all dead from the side of LAG. Nothing here. New York SubPar so far so good on the last 2 hills. We're going to start this rotation a little bit early towards this P5, but LAG, this is going to be their time. We do see number 7 there, and Tommy able to get through just a little bit. He's going to put shots into 1, shots into the second. Can he get that final kill? He can. Eventually going to fall onto New. Side of LAG are going to be here for rotation as well, so it's going to be a little bit mixy towards this P1. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be curious to see here if LAG can secure this P5. We've seen both these 2 teams kind of do a very good job at holding the hills, and so far they're doing a decent job here. They gotta find Dimes here fighting in the backside of time. He is gonna get picked up by Dan, so that's a big kill to keep the spawns there. Boots is going crazy in the hill on a 3 speed now. They know that there's more players close here. They're gonna be able to trade those players out effectively. Looks like Dimes is left in P1. He's gonna be able to get 1. Fred is looking to chow, gets aggressive, and does get that kill. He's looking to jump on the outside as well, gonna get out. It looks like Tommy popped his Hellstorm, so he might have been able to get 1 there. I wasn't looking at the kill feed, but it is going to allow the New York SubPar to break in for this final section here after our first rotation. Pretty solid start here. 40-point deficit is definitely something that can come back pretty fast here on Blackheart, so I'm curious to see how these 2 teams adjust as we move into our second rotation hills.
Yeah, I mean, we already saw that there with the P2. with that, P3, P4 rotation for the side of New York SubPar, able to take that, 55-point lead from LAG and just, turn it into a 50 or 60-point lead, here in the P1 as well. So LAG are here first, though. New York SubPar are going to have to fight in. This is kind of what's typical with the P1, especially in second rotation. Typically see one team here in control, a little bit of contest coming down. Sid able to pick up the last player, secures time for the side of New York SubPar. As the side of LAG are looking to come back here. Still down by 40. Looking to do something here. They are spawning towards this P2. So far, so good. Still a lot of time left on this P1. That's the side of New York SubPar. They're going to want to get those flips kind of right towards that 10 or 15-second mark here. So we'll see if they decide to take any routes off spawn.
Yeah, it looks like we got one player that's hitting through the outer side. Dimes is going to have a big kill here onto Crane, looking to potentially get another player in the back, but is going to get taken out. That's going to allow Tommy to secure that final kill, and number 8, Sid, is already deep on the rotation. So good transition there from the side of New York SubPar, able to break off a little bit of the P1 and then be able to secure this rotation over towards P2. T just got a big kill here in the back, but he doesn't read Sid laying in the corner. Simpri with the 2-piece again from the front side of the hill, and this is going to be early time to New York SubPar as all the LAJ players are off spawn besides Dan, who is going to win another gunfight in the back. If he plays his life here, they've got some potential. He's just challenging, ripping these players in the hills. So New York SubPar with a great chance here to eat up some of this deficit that they're in as they start to make their potential moves towards P3 here pretty fast.
Yeah, Dan is putting out for the side of LAG right now. Another 2-piece for him. Can he make it 3 once again? He cannot. Good shots into Dimes there. Gonna make him back off a little bit here, by a little bit more time for his teammates, even though he did fall there. I am gonna need some confirmation here how to pronounce the top player on the side of New York SubPar. Is it Semper? Is it Sempri? I'm gonna need that before we go. We'll figure this out eventually. Someone in chat's got to hook us up. LAG have turned this into a game here. Only down 16 heading into P3. Last time we saw the P3, P4, I thought we were going to see a knife there, but Dan picks up another 2-piece. Make that a 3-piece from Dan. He's doing everything inside LAG. This is the last time, we saw this with New York SubPar. This was the hill that they held. Sid able to pick up 1. Shots into the second. Not as clean as he would have liked here. Gets a reload. Has some help with the teammates from the Mr. S guy. In the front, able to pick up that pistol kill. Dimes playing his life there pretty well. Able to get that trade. Mr. S dude here with the 2-piece as well. This guy is a P3 clip machine. Still on that Hellstorm. He's going to be pretty close to getting it again, so we may see him throw this out here just to kind of build that stack. We do see about a 40-point lead for the side of New York SubPar. Fights are still going down here with about 15 seconds left on the hill, with the side of New York SubPar spawning deep towards that P5. So they're going to have to fight through the front here towards this P4 if they want to get there.
Yeah, and they were able to successfully fight through the front last time, was simply able to find, I think, at least a 2-piece. But Dan the man reads the play here, and he's able to pick him up on the rotation. He's also got the plays in the back, able to pick up Tommy Shelby. Shout out to Peaky Blinders, if that's what we're talking about here. But LEG off to a good start here on the P4. Sid is in the back looking for another kill, but he is going to get taken out by Fred. But Fred's going to get traded out immediately by Dimes. Boots is looking to chow the back. He did have help there as well, so able to successfully clear out the back. Dan is in an interesting spot here from the window side, able to pinch. Simpri gets 3 with the cruise. Dan unable to get the 2-piece himself, so that's going to allow Sid to and the New York SubPar to break in here with a really nice 26 seconds left on the clock if they're able to secure this here and start to make their way on the rotation over to P5, which it looks like Simpri is doing about right now.
And LAG made a huge investment towards this P4 and not able to come away with any of this time either. Teach looking to pick up this last player. A little bit of a contest here as this P5 is going to be popping pretty soon. New York SubPar had a free rotation to P5. I didn't see how those fights were going down. I was looking at old, but not going to come out on top as LAG have the spawns here. First fight going to go to Semper there in the front. Able to pick this up. We do have reinforcements from the side of LAG here. It's Tej this time. Able to pick up 1. Teammates are falling behind him. We have one last player left here, Boots, and he is going to fall. New York SubPar can win it here if they hold it well. We do have number 2. He's made a little bit of a slip in the net. Is able to do anything. It's anybody but Dan. But he's not able to do it this time. Dimes shuts him down. Oh, we have kills coming in through the front. That's going to be 4 dead from the side of LAG. At this point, you gotta run. You don't have much time. You gotta fight through this side. Tommy doing some work on that left side. Dan able to pick up 1 for the side of LAG, but the time is running out for these boys.
Yeah, Teach is going to be able to make it into the hill. Looks like we have another cruise going down, and Sid is able to get two and kill himself in the process. That's going to allow LAG to get into this hill for potentially the last couple seconds. But Tommy with some nice contest there with one killed. But now we're making our way towards the P1, and New York SubPar have the chance to win it here on the P1. It has been heavily contested, so I'll be curious to see if that continues. But they also have the preferred side towards P2 off rip. But number 4, Boots, is going to spawn on that side and choose to push through to the window side. He's able to get one player in the back, looking for the second. Shots aren't going to hit. 1 second left to contest here, unable to do so. So New York SubPar are going to take the lead after those initial, P2 and P3, and kind of continue to build their advantage little by little, playing rotations, breaking very well. We saw some phenomenal pieces coming out from both Simpri and for Dimes with those submachine guns in hand, doing some real work for the squads, able to keep them into this game and secure the victory for their game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, LAG versus New York SubPar, map 2 Colossus. We are going to have a little bit of shenanigans here with the teams' names being swapped, but we are here. First blood is going to go to the side of Dimes and the New York SubPar, looking to get active over here towards the A bomb, potentially to get this bomb planted and start playing over towards the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean, happens right now in private matches, but fourth time's a charm, and here we are. Side of LAG down 2-3 right now, life count wise. I'm gonna be looking to make this wrap towards B with number 2 there and Tommy, just kind of playing those players off towards blue. So we'll kind of see here. Shenanigans are gonna happen for sure on this map here. Always happens in Colossus when you have this bottom area. We'll kind of see what happens here. They are taking it slow towards this B side. Boots is found out here. Fred Durst going to be last alive. He's going to take some shots, so they are going to know where he's at. They're going to be chasing him here towards the back. He's going to escape a little bit, catch a great timing here. Sees the player, takes some shots, gets the kill. Bomb is planted there for the set of Dimes. He's going to aggro him, and he's going to get the gunfight win. New York SubPar on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a really good play. I think Dimes was the first player that slid over towards that B site, was able to spot out that player that was in the back of that spawn. Just a good chow, good win. And then Fred did a great job there playing his life, able to get lost a little bit as one of those players from LAG were able to try to hunt him down, or he is on LAG. So New York SubPar was trying to hunt him down, was able to get the first one, but Dime's just there immediately for the trade. So round number 1 going to go to the side of the New York SubPar. Dime starting off good here at 3-0 with that bomb plant. Has to be getting moderately close to potentially getting some streaks. Of course, you're gonna have to wait a little while to see that, but he is gonna get his first kill on the board for this round. Tej and Tommy gonna have a gunfight in the middle, and it looked like Tommy just was able to slide back across and get that kill. Boots is there for the trade, looking to push through the blue side here. Left up in the 1v2. Looks like both these players are potentially hunting him down. He might get some good timing here on the Dimes, but he's not able to get the kill. So New York SubPar gonna start off 2-0 here on the map number 2.
Couple of awkward gunfights there that we just witnessed, but it works out in Dime's favor. He's going to be 5-0, going to be pretty close to that Hellstorm missile, showing off the silver ranked calling card there. As like you said, the New York SubPar are going to take a 2-0 lead here in this search. Currently up 1-0 if you missed the first map in Blackheart. Fairly good map. New York SubPar kind of just started to take away there towards the end. Starting off on Colossus good here in 2-0. Can the side of LAG find any rhythm here? If we know one thing about Search and Destroy, it's one map at a time. Paris Shuttle showed us out the CDL stage. Dealing down. Oh, nah. Damn. Able to pick up a big 2-piece there, baby. He was coming hot on the side of Blackheart here. Is showing that here in the Search and Destroy as well. Gunny's still here. Side of LAG are going to be up 3-2 men. We're going to see some interesting timing here on this P1. Thomas Shelby able to get some shots on that player, but he is able to get out of there. Looking to get this man advantage taken care of. Side of New York SubPar are still up 2-0. We're going to have to do something here on this man disadvantage attack. Never mind.
Picked up by Boots there, P1. Last player is going to fall over towards P2. So LAG is going to get their first round on the board, able to get a big bounce back there. You never want to go down 3-0 or really even 2-0 in a search and destroy. It's all about momentum in this game mode, and so they're able to get that back on their side. Dan able to start off that round for his squad with a great two-piece to give them that man advantage. They were able to win one big gunfight over towards the middle of the map and put that last player just in a position where he kind of felt like he needed to make a play or make a move. Being left in a 1v3 is never an easy thing, let alone on a map like Colossus that's super small, close quarters. There's not a ton of hiding that you can even do on this map. So, good round there out of LAG, able to get their first one. Simply looking to play over towards that P1 area. Looks like Dan is immediately going for the plant here. I love this play. Tej is going to rip somebody from Statue Heady. Tommy able to get one kill. Looks like Simpri's flying in at Statue as well, able to get one of his own. There is one more player that's close here. He is able to make a wrap, but going to get traded out. Left up to a 1v1 here. Boots versus Sid's. Sid melts. It looks like Sid went underground. Boots is going to potentially get the eyes on him from the hop up side, looking to run away, play his life. Sid is chasing and is going to win the gunfight. Looks like there is a sniper in that pocket as well. I don't know if that's his or if he found it on a dead body, but that's going to let round number 4 go to the side of the New York SubPar here in a pretty chaotic little turn of events after that immediate bomb plant over towards the A side.
Yeah, you caught me in a mid burp there, Mr. CK. The timing's always fantastic for you in Search and Destroy, in and out of game. I really need to see the sniper out, though. Sid's going to put it away. I'm not sure if that was his main weapon of choice last round or not, but he looks like he's going to be keeping it out. Maybe he just keeps it for defense here towards this blue side. But we'll kind of see how this round develops. We have seen a lot of statue presence this game from both teams. Side of defense are looking to really get aggressive up there, trying to make sure they have control of that. Side of New York SubPar playing this one slow. I imagine looking for a pick here. Able to pick up Boots. Sorry, it was not Boots. Tej on that right side. Making another one. Might as well. I don't know who's who anymore. Sepra is able to pick up 3 on the round. Hunting for that ace here. Dan is in the spot to do it. He's able to pick up 1. He's got 3 more to go to put this ace in the bucket. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. 1v3 opportunity. Bomb down at B. This is going to be a tough one.
This is going to be a tough play for Dan here, but the side of the New York SubPar are very spread out. He's going to get around the corner. He's going to get some good timing onto Sid, able to get the first one onto him. 25 seconds less on the clock. Looks like we've got 2 players over towards the Boat Heady. Looking to chow close, but is going to get swung by dimes on Boat Heady. Good try there from the man Dan. Able to get the one player that was isolated over towards the bomb, but unfortunately, there's a lot of info to be gained over from the middle of the map and from the boat side. So able to see Dan across there, able to chow that together. Simpri and Dimes able to work as the unit that they were on the Black Heart, and they're gonna take a. Was that 4-1? Yeah, 4-1 lead
4-1
here in the Colossus map too.
Yeah, it's a tough one. They're up so far, so good here. Does Sid have that sniper out? He's going to be going towards that B side. I highly doubt. Here is the scope, but there's nobody here, unfortunately. Dan able to pick up 1 again. First Blood Reaper here on this Colossus. He's going to see that scope, and Sid is going to put the fear into those players here. We're going to need to see another ego chow. Sid's going to be taking a little bit of a route here. Tommy has spotted this one player towards P1. They know that bomb is down A. They did see Dan on bomb. Going to get that tag as well from the stun, but not able to do anything with this. Sid last here with the sniper, and he's not going to make anything work. LAG able to pick up a round win, take that to a 4-2. Look at a comeback here in this Colossus.
Yeah, that can just be how playing with a sniper feels in this game. From what I've noticed playing with a sniper early on in our season, is that you pull out the sniper and you go to the side that you want to go, and there's nobody home, and then you don't pull out the sniper and they go to the side that you want, or you just get ripped half the time. Because your reaction time's slow because you're an unk like me. But Sid there unable to make the play happen for the squad of the New York SubPar, but LAG with a nice bounce back round there, up looking to get down, or they're looking to come back from the 4-2 disadvantage. Dan, once again, the first Blood Reaper, able to get the first kill over towards the statue side. Nobody home quite yet in terms of challenging that spot exactly. So in a good position here to potentially keep some control. Looks like the bomb is choosing to play pretty slow towards that statue's side, but Tommy is going to be able to slide out and get the kill onto Dan. Sid's going to follow up with one and Dime's up with another. That's going to leave Tej up here in a 1v3. We've seen lots of 1v3 so far. He is going to spot out Tommy. Shot's going to go down. That's going to alert the side of New York SubPar to where Tej is at and where he's playing. Bomb is planted A. Tej with the 1v3. We'll see if he can make it work.
It's going to be a tough one. He hasn't seen a player in a while. The side of LAG are just deciding to stack towards this P1 with one player on bomb. Player on bomb is going to escape for now. Sid Melt able to win the gunfight as well. Side of New York SubPar able to bring it up to game point here in map number 2. Side of New York SubPar just can't seem to keep all their players alive. We saw 3 continuous straight kills there for the side of LAG. Just looking to do what they can. Or sorry, for the side of New York SubPar. These name switching things suck. But match isn't over. 5-2 curse. We've seen it happen before, and I'd love to see it again today. LAG, can they do it? They need 4 straight here for the victory to tie up the series. New York SubPar just need a measly single round of search and destroy to take the 2-0 advantage here in our bronze semis.
Yeah, Sid going to be here early, going to be able to get the first blood on that player challenging from the statue side. Looks like there's another one here. He is going to slide out and going to get taken out as well. That's going to immediately put us here in a 2v3 scenario. There is one more player left over here towards the statue side. That's going to be Fred. He is going to get snipped out and killed by Sid once again on a spree here in the map point. Boots left up in a 1v2, much more manageable than a 1v3. He does need to secure the bomb, which is right outside of the underground. Yeah, it's underground here. He's going to get the first kill on the isolated player. Now left up in a 1v1 here versus Tommy. Looking to regen, potentially play his life a little bit. Tommy is choosing to stay in the P1 side. They may know that the bomb's down below him, so Boots is going to have to make a play here. We'll see if he gets the good timing on the slides. He's going to be able to get underneath Tommy here. He's going to recover the bomb, not looking in the back. Shots come down. Tommy's going to back up here. Boots is going to go for the plant. He is going to get stunned and hop off the bomb. Tommy making the wrap now. He's going to spot Boots. Shots going down. Kill not able to come in. 10 seconds left on the clock. He's going to choose to run away. Bomb gets picked up. Getting replanted again. Tommy goes for the chow. Should be able to finish off Boots here. And that is going to be map number 2 to the side of the New York SubPar. Tommy there doing a great job of gaining the info that he needed and able to clutch up there in the 1v1 for the side of the New York SubPar and put them up 2-0 here in the semifinals.
Late to the party. Not me. I was never invited to parties, but we're back here. Map number 3. Den Overload. LAG New York SubPar. New York SubPar up 2-0 in the series here. But Dan, look at Dan making the runs. Dan can shoot the gun. He can run the ball. He can do everything he wants. Dan the man, the Dan. Here for a point early in this Den Overload. LAG looking to keep this series alive here. Down 0-2. Like I said, we are just absolutely doing it. Maybe they're like us, CK. They suck in every mode except Overload. This is their time.
They are farming right now. The spawn traps go crazy on both sides here on the Den Overload, but really a lot recently we've been seeing it over
Shit on him, Dan.
Dojo side. Dan is gonna almost get Sid there. Still presence over here for the side of LAG. Boots gonna get taken out. Fred able to get taken out as well. That's going to allow New York to get a little bit of space over here towards the P2 building. Tommy able to hit a nice little pinch. Gonna get 2 for the squad. 3 down. Dan's gonna get some shots into the back, but the dunk is going to come through. Dime's gonna try to slip the net through garage, but gonna get taken out by Dan. So now we're heading back to the ball location here in the middle of the map. Simpri on P1. Gonna get some nice shots into Tej up here in the broken window. Gonna back him off. Sid on the flank. Should be able to pick up this player in window. Gonna be able to get the first chowing into Sofa. Gonna get that player off at the heady as well. Dan over towards the window is going to jump off looking for Sid. Not able to get the sights on immediately, but is going to find him. Is able to get the trade. So now we're going to be back to pretty much square one here. Both teams looking to potentially take some presence and some positioning up here through the map. But Dan is ripping with the Dravik right now. Nice shots from the man himself.
The dude just faked me out. I thought he put a nade lower and just yeets that to the top. Just flicked up their top window. This is going to fall here due to the hands of some player, since we have no idea who it actually is. Up top there. Teach down low. Able to pick up one. Not able to pick up the second on Dimes with some good shots here. Able to back him off just a little bit here. Fred Durst. Able to pick up one, but not a second. Once again, a lot of trades coming down here. Dan the man. That's Dan. The Dan man. With the ball. I don't know that he's the guy you want to have the ball, but he ran it the first time. He could run it a second time. Look at those moves jumping out of the window. Coming back here to bottom red. They are being chased. He's going to have to make this a quick one here. They're just killing everybody here. He's challenged. Player spawns on the point. That is unfortunate. Ball going out the window here. Teed's going to be last in the back. Able to pick up one. Put some pressure on Dimes here. Dimes is selling a little bit, but unfortunately, gets a good buyout there. He cashed out a little bit early on the bet. Real OGs never do that. But this has been an interesting one. We see this a lot with Overload, where teams typically just, slay out and they just wreck an entire half. LAG, where, man, they put New York in the blender. This has been quite the comeback from the side of New York so far. They are still down 1, but they could be down at least 40 so far. That's going to be 1 kill, 2 kill, 0 kills, 1 kill. They're all dead. It's fine. Sid able to pick up some good kills. And I'm going to stop talking now.
Sid is able to get a nice blink there from the side of the New York SubPar. They're looking to make their way over here towards the locker side. Fred on the pinch, able to pick up 2 of his own. Going to be able to pull this bomb. There's going to be 1 player left here close. That's going to be Simpri playing back towards the shelves. Sid able to get some presence over here as well. Dimes able as well. But the dunk is going to come through for Fred. Able to get the kill with the pistol as well. That's going to put LAG up 3-1 here. Still 50 seconds left on the clock. So potentially another pull or 2 for both of these 2 squads. It looks like Dan is looking to get active once again. Gonna get shots into Dimes there. Dojo, Fred able to follow up those shots with the kill. Able to get shots into Tommy as well. No kill coming down quite yet. Fred is in hell right now, getting shot by so many of the New York SubPar players, and they're looking to potentially take some more space over here towards the locker once again. But Tej here left with that AR in hand, able to pick up the last player close, and now he's looking for some more challenges to come through from this 10 side. Ball is going to get pulled towards the middle of this map. Number 6, Tommy, is looking to potentially make the play through Sofa here. A little bit of a fake out going on. The time is going to expire, so this is all going to be about the route. He's got 1 player here to cut him off. No! This comes through. Oh, he didn't hit the slide. He didn't hit the dive. Unfortunate there. Could have been a good dunk right there. That would have been so sick. I'm not gonna lie.
You think we can get it to switch instead of pulling the device? You tug the device. You think we could get that one going?
You gotta tug on the ball a little bit.
No, the device. The device.
Ah, device.
The device. What a great start there from the side of LAG there.
Well, hold on. What if instead of you tug it and then you cradle it as you're running? What about that one? I'm cradling the device towards the site. Can I say that?
Can I say that?
Can I say that?
I'm being told we can't say that.
I'm being censored. Where's my rights?
The LAG with an absolutely fantastic start. They do have 2 up here in this one, looking to make a hit towards this B side. Tej doing something here, able to pick up 1. That's going to be everything to get. That's not going to be everything to get a score. I spoke too soon. He pulled a Real, turned to the side, pulled out his pistol, and died from the side. Unfortunate for the side of New York SubPar, get a good save there. They needed that one. Try to keep themselves in this game. They're going to be taking a route towards mid here, looking to take it head on to the side of LAG. Who other than D-League Dan, able to pick up 2 for his team. He's on a 3 streak right now. Dimes, able to pick up 1 with a pistol. Has some reinforcements here. They're going to be looking to make an attack towards roofs, but the side of LAG are here to protect this. I think we need the man Dan. He's going to have to come in clutch. There's 1 from the side of Dan. unfortunately going to fall. The New York SubPar have a chance now. They have Dan the Man gone. Can they make anything work here? Bomb is still, sorry, device is still towards this roof side. Dimes really wants to invest to this B side, but the side of LAG, side of LAG really want this bomb to get captured here. Last player is going to be down here. We got Simp Spot versus Dimes here. Pistol, Tej coming in, able to pick up the ball, the device, the carrier. So back and forth. It's crazy. The roof side is littered with bodies at this point. The side of New York SubPar are looking to push this through. We're seeing a route being taken. There's one player to beat here. Player's off of time. The stun, he's using Flak Jacket. Able to get the dunk and the kill. Is going to be a one device game. But look at the bottom side of the map. LAG all spawn towards that bottom. They're waiting for that device to spawn. There it is. Last player middle, not able to do anything but put a couple shots in. Sid able to pick up 2, but not to do any more.
Sid's 2-piece there on the back is huge. Fred is going to get some shots in, but Sid gets all 4 there on a 4 spree now, going huge on the defensive side. Nade comes in from probably not Simpri, even though it says it's Simpri. We're going to pull the device here, eventually look to make the rotate out through the back. Looks like the rest of the New York SubPar team is off spawn, but they do have the presence here over towards the A side if they choose to fly. We're looking to take some space. Dojo Boots on a nice pinch here is going to get some shots into the back of these players, but Tommy Shelby able to get 2 from the Dojo side. They're going to pull the device again. One more player here to beat for the dunk. Jump comes through. He accidentally mantles. Simply able to get 1, but not able to pick up the device. Dimes here for some of the trades. Gets it and gets the dunk. He flies through the top. Sid getting some spawn kills as well. Looks like the device is spawning over towards that roof side. And who else but Dan the Man here to challenge. Rips the first player, but gets traded out immediately by that nade there. And now New York SubPar looking to keep their pressure rolling here. There is not going to be any space for Sid to pull this device. He's alone here in a 1v3. Immediately going to get taken out. And now we're going to play a little bit of a waiting game here to see who jumps first, who pulls the device, and where we end up going.
Side of LAG looking to get these kills confirmed. Device is going to reset here towards this roof side. This is going to be the easier side for LAG. Sorry, for New York SubPar to score here. Blocker kill is coming through. Another kill is going to come through. Tej able to pick up 2 of his own. Tabi, last one here. Tej able to pick up that pistol kill as well. Make that 3 for the team. Going huge. The side of LAG are looking to make this push towards roof. But side of New York SubPar are going to get this close spawn unless they get somebody pushed up. That's going to be 2 for the side of New York SubPar. And LAG got to watch out. They got 2 players on a flank. They are both going to get spotted out. They are going to get the device carriers. They're going to slow down the side of New York SubPar just a little bit here. Fred Durst able to pick up one of his own. We got 50 seconds left here. They are both tied. D-League Dan able to pick up that kill and the ball. A couple kills here for the side of Fred Durst, and he has a successful score for his team, but not able to find that. New York SubPar looking to fight here as this device is close for them. P2 are going to wipe out the side of LAG, so we're going to see a little bit of a device reset. Going to go towards the LAG side just a little bit here. New York SubPar looking to make a run towards the outer roofs, but going to get shut down once again. Can either time it? Oh my God! The fade away!
That was reminiscent of Kobe Bryant there with the fadeaway shot. Both these teams have had some stellar goal line stands. Neither team able to just finally make it through the end. T just going to get taken out. That's 3 dead for the side of LAG. Off spawns here, looking to go to the roof side again. Tommy's got the device, going to die here. Does either team pick up this device, or are we going straight to the overtime sudden death? 4v4 here. Device is still down on the roof side. Oh, is this still a glitch? This is still glitched. No? You know, I thought Call of Duty might fix their game. What do I know?
Baby, I love the way the game glitches. Oh, wait a minute, ladies. Overload map number 3, shortened edition, version 2. Dan the Man is the man on Den.
Dan the Man is the man on Den. We are going to be playing a 2.5-minute round shortened version of Overload here. We've got the side swapped once again, so I can't wait to say the team names wrong 60 million times, but Simpri is getting active in the spawn of LEG already, is going to get taken out. Tommy Shelby, last player left up here with a little bit of presence towards the middle of the map. He may potentially have a big gunfight to win over towards Dojo against Tej. We'll see what the timing looks like, but Tej is going to win that gunfight. Gunfight's going down towards the middle of the map as well. Number 7 Boots is on the pinch. Going to get one player in the back, looking potentially for more, looking to potentially take some space. Is going to get 2, going to get out with his life as well as he's getting ripped from the backside of White over there towards the truck potentially, or towards the stairs. But the first dunk is not going to come through for the side of the New York, or for LAG. New York SubPar able to make that goal line stand. Sid waiting for his homies to get here in support and looking to potentially push over towards the dojo side.
Sid, in fact, I'm getting intel that was not waiting, but indeed looking at the GIF that I sent him in Gen Chat during that little break there. Hope he enjoyed my impatient little dog. Side of whatever team this is has the device. They're looking to get towards this A site. Is going to get shut down by the yellow team, I think, which is the purple team. If you're confused, I'm confused. I have no idea what's going on here. We see a lot of kills coming down from this side of this team. I think this side of New York SubPar looking to start the game off right. They did not have a very good start last time. The side of LAG were doing their thing. But 25 seconds left in the round. The side of LAG are looking to get something done here. Trying to get their outside towards Dojo. Able to pick up one by none other than Dan the Man. TJ able to pick up a kill from behind. So able to get some space there for his team. Dime's able to pick up 2 for himself towards this white blocker side. But eventually he's going to fall, and the device is going to fall into the hands of Tej, where a nade is going to come through. Kills are going to come down. The side of New York SubPar are just electing to not grab the device because they didn't want to see a 30-second overtime.
They want to get on to the next round. I mean, it's mind games, right? You think the other team's going to pull the device, they have the map presence, but no. They're taking the one to lead into round number 2. Maybe the real thing is whatever team is named LAG is going to get the first and only dunk of the first round on a Din Overload. We've seen it twice now. Surely it could not be a coincidence, right?
It was not the only one the last time.
Dang it!
Not even close, considering that LAG literally scored twice in 20 seconds. But they're going to have to do it again here. Down 1. This is going to be match point towards the side of New York SubPar. LAG are going to have to win this one and 2 more afterwards, but going to have to make good on this game number 3. Side of New York SubPar going to come out on top. Tej able to pick up a 2-piece. Put the favor towards the side of LAG. Shots going down towards that left side. Semper able to pick up a great nade. And it's going to just kind of reset here towards P1. We do have a couple flanks developing here for the side of New York SubPar. We'll see if things can break open. Dimes and Sempre pick up one of their own. Tommy Shall be able to pick up another one as this bomb's going to rotate towards this A side. Players are here ready to defend. So we'll see what happens as some gunfights start to come in. Run!
It's always a
Run!
terrible feeling when you have the device and you just sprint at a spot and all of the enemy team spawns there directly in front of you waiting. Tej tries to make the immediate play, tries to get the sprint, and I have a feeling we're back over here towards the K off of roofs. Tommy Shelby is doing the same thing as Tej from before, pulling the device and sprinting away. Simply not able to get the kill onto Fred Durst. Fred is able to get 2 of his own. Tommy Shelby, last player left over here towards the P2 slide, is going to slide, but it's going to get taken out by Fred, who gets 3 for the side of LAG, able to make a huge stop. And here we go, right back to roofs once again. I have PTSD. I think I've seen this before, Wolfie. I don't know.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the side of LAG here, they don't have much time. Do the New York SubPar, do they read it this time? You have plenty of time. They spawn on the other side of the map. Just go.
What a series of events we just had there. I won't lie. LAG has the positioning over towards this tin side spawn, but Tommy Shelby is going to get some shots into the back of these players. Able to pick off one, not able to get the second finished up, but Dimes is there for the two-piece, able to pick up 2 big kills there. 15 seconds left on the clocks. Now the New York SubPar just need to continue to eat up this time, but it looks like they're going to have a free run at the device here to go up 3-0, and that is going to be map number 3 in this series. New York SubPar are able to close it out in a, I would say, very interesting 3-0 fashion that we just had with the reset and the replay of map number 3 there.
What the hell was that?